always roll your windows down when you're about to go drive on the ice. Headed out for the first time this year. Well, what's cracking, guys? Blair here. Made it out, first time driving on the ice this year. A good buddy of mine, Nick Atnos, and actually a sponsor of this channel, he has an ice guiding business out here on Gull Lake in Minnesota, and he had an open house today. It's the day after Christmas, so we're actually have the opportunity today to do something I don't do very often, sit in a permanent house and do a little bit of fishing with Dad. So that's what we're doing right now.
It's fancy.
Is it fancy? Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, he's got an underwater. I brought the AquaView, but he's already gone. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, this thing's luxurious.
So got the rattle reels if one of you that waves around stuff.
Yeah. Holy crap.
You brought a deck of cards or something. I didn't realize we're going to be fishing such luxury.
Well guys, yeah, this is something we don't do very often. Nick called me today and he said he had that free house open, which is this one right here, and me and Dad are always just running around in portables, pulling our sleds or using four-wheeler and whatnot. He's got this road nicely plowed. He maintains it really well, puts a lot of hard work in. So before we get into today's video, I do want to mention, make sure to check him out if you guys are out here on Gull Lake. I have no idea if we're gonna catch any fish today. We're actually the guinea pigs for this house, so we'll see if we're good enough to put any in. But as you guys could see, he did mention he got us set up here on a weed line. You can already see we got nice weeds right there. Gull Lake is well known for the perch, so we got bait nearby. It's a really good sign. That would be awesome to watch a walleye just come creeping in out of the background there.
Let's get after it.
What are you starting with, a flutter spoon?
I'm gonna start with the
I got a rip and wrap right now.
Wonder bread.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll start with the rip and wrap just to try to attract some fish in. A little more aggressive, guys. That's a rip and wrap right there. I'm sure most of you guys know about it. That's a perfect color out here too, that perch color. I just showed you guys just perch on our screen right now, so it actually mimics them really well. It's a good profile. We're gonna set up some dead stick rods and then maybe rattle reels too. Nick has this thing decked out. It's like, if you guys ever are coming to Gull Lake, I would say to definitely get a hold of Nick and check out these houses. Get out here and do some fishing, because regardless if the fish are biting or not, you're gonna be comfortable. This is awesome. That's what you want. You want a lively minnow down there. That's why I hook them the way I do. There is no doubt that thing's getting munched if something comes around. In Minnesota here, we can only have 2 lines in the water at a time during the ice fishing season, so that's why for us, I mean, obviously use all the lines you can. We're gonna have 4 lines down, give ourselves the best odds to catch some fish, and hopefully we start seeing some action here. So you guys stay tuned, we'll get everything set up. We're gonna get fishing. Oh, that made my heart skip a beat. I don't know about you guys. That perch came in awful big. There's that. Got something going on?
Yes, the dog.
Yeah, I think you might have something. Nice. There you go. Old jumbo.
Yeah, I seen it next to poop. Bobber popped.
On the dead stick.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so while we're waiting for some of these fish to come in and get a little bit of action, I'm just going to talk to you guys about my progression when I get out on the ice, what I'm typically doing to figure out what these fish want. You know, fish are going to be aggressive. If they're pressured, they're going to be not aggressive. So you guys need to get out there and just figure out what these fish are doing. The best way I've found in the time that I've been ice fishing is starting with reaction baits like the ones I've started with today. The slab wrap and the rip and wrap are my favorites. Green UV and pink tiger UV are my favorite colors, but you guys can get whatever you want. You know, making it natural, matching the hatch is always a good idea too. But basically, I'll start out with a ripping cadence like this here. It's a good way to get these fish to come in, and if they're reactive, if they're actually aggressive and want to eat, they'll a lot of times actually show up on your Vexilar if you have it, and they'll come in and smoke your bait on the way down. That's not always the case though. It's actually rarely the case. So once I see a fish on the Vexilar, I will usually slow down my cadence and start doing a little hopping cadence like this here. That'll keep them still attracted to your bait, but it's not so crazy that it'll spook them off, because even just hitting these fish when you're ripping it, they'll come in, and if you hit them, they'll spook off. So they're attracted to those rattles, and a lot of times you'll just watch your rod tip go boonk and set the hook on them, of course. But that's how I usually start out with the reaction baits. If they're not eating those, then I'm going to go to a rattling flutter spoon or a rattle spoon, just because it's a little bit more subtle, but it's still got the rattles in them. I'm a firm believer that, honestly, a rattle spoon's one of the best things that you can use for ice fishing, because it's finessey, but it's also reactive. It's got those rattles in it. So I'll switch to those. If they're not eating those, then you got to go down to your most finesse presentations, which are going to be those spoons that have no rattles inside of them. There's a lot of times where that just is the case, especially late ice, but right now we're kind of, you know, still early in the season, so that's why I'm starting with these rattle baits, trying to see if we can't rattle something up. Just figured I'd share that with you guys. It's always helpful to hear a little bit of what somebody else might do. Everybody does it different, but that's usually my steady progression down. I got a fish on this. It's just been sitting on it. What the heck? There's absolutely no way that just happened. Yeah? What? What's going on right now? I'm so confused. It's heavy. Like,
It's not going up the side though.
yeah, no, it's moving, isn't it?
It doesn't seem to be going up the side that I can tell.
What is it? I'm just like, am I just... I'm so confused. Maybe it's just like a rock or something? I'm absolutely confused right now. What could I be hung on? Oh.
Weeds, I bet.
I think I got the aqua view.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, it's got you tangled up now.
Yeah. Man, I got excited.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, this thing is not coming up. Feels like a tank. What in the world? Well, rookie mistake. I'm like, holy crap, we got something big on. That's why it felt like there was head shakes too, because every time I pulled up on that thing, it pulled back. What's going on?
How's it going, Nick?
They found my road already. So,
Seeing perch. Lots of perch.
I'm hoping right at dusk.
Yes.
As soon as that sun gets behind those trees.
Yep.
That's
It's perfect area with the weed line and stuff.
Oh, I had camera for a while.
I was gonna say, like, it's set up perfectly.
People make fun of me because I take my time to find what I find. But I'd rather be right here than out there or in there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What do you put the... I've never been in one of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, like this is... We don't do this at all.
No, just
Like,
bubbles.
where does the bed go? Is it...
That one comes down, that one's motorized.
Yeah.
And then this one, actually, you don't even move.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, you don't even move.
Oh, shoot.
What the heck?
Dang.
That's crazy.
Nick stopped in to see what's going on here just recently. We haven't been able to fish for like the last week because it's been so cold here. It's just been miserable. We got dumped on with a bunch of snow and sleet. So it all slushed up out here on the lakes and there wasn't enough ice to safely come out. Then now we're waiting, playing the waiting game of ice getting thick enough to even do stuff like this. So it's like, we're like the first people out here doing it. Here we have quite possibly my favorite jigging spoon of all time. I've caught a lot of fish on a macho minnow. I've caught a lot of fish on a buckshot rattle spoon. You put them together in this Northland tackle coffin blade, that thing is deadly. Caught some fish on it last year, if you guys remember any of those videos. I'm giving in and catching some perch until we see some walleye action. Throw off and all of a sudden, what is it? Oh my gosh!
Bam.
Well,
That's a jumbo. Giants.
nice orange tips on them. Toss mine back.
You just swing by.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
See you later.
Thank you.
Mom brought food. Got me my signature burger and fries. Nick just stopped by. Told us we probably have about 20 minutes till hopefully something good starts happening. So we got 20 minutes to focus on eating, and then
These are mayonnaise.
it's game time.
You could take one fry at a time.
I got it.
Oh my god. You're gonna choke on a french fry. I should have videotaped that.
I thought it was gonna be like poutine.
It is almost.
It's close.
I've been off when I get killed.
For her bedroom.
Oh, Daddy, that's walleye. Walleye.
Yep, it's going.
You want it?
You
Here.
get him.
No.
Take him. No, go.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Walleye!
That's the taste of the hamburger on the bait.
I don't know. I looked over and I saw a big silver thing.
Holy crap!
Oh my.
That's a nice one.
Here we go. Here we go. Come
Ah!
on! Woo!
Slippery little sucker.
In the house.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Are you kidding? Out of nowhere. I was just getting ready to go back fishing. I look at the aquameter. All right, guys. Right there, we got some Gull Lake Gold. That's what we're talking about. On the dead stick, first fish of the night. The guys back at college in Montevallo have never had walleye before, so I promised I would keep some so that they could try it. Nick's putting us on them. That's awesome. That's a perfect eater too. Probably 18-incher. Honestly, a little bit smaller would be perfect, but can't complain with that. Nice white tip on it. In the permanent ice house, it's nice and warm in here. This is not usual for me. I'm always out on the ice, so. We were the guinea pigs. Right there on that demon spoon. I'm gonna try to get some more.
Oh, yeah, I used your first walleye for the season. That's nice.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. Good thing you noticed it, because I wasn't paying attention to my freaking bobber.
Alright guys, finishing up the day here. Just wrapped up. First time getting out walleye fishing with Dad. You know, it was a fun experience here, getting out in Nick's house. He told us this morning, you can't even see his glasses are all fogged up. You know, dead sticks are always a good option. I didn't really talk about them today, but make sure to have those down, because when they don't want to eat your jigging sticks, a lot of times your jigging stick can bring in fish and then they'll commit to the natural bait. So, I don't know, what are your thoughts?
It was a good time. It's always a good time getting out fishing. At least we caught one, seen a couple other ones after just when it started getting dark. They were pretty sure walleye too, just after we caught the one. And just couldn't get them to commit. So.
Nick nailed it on the head, said as soon as we were done eating we'd probably catch one, and we did. And I want to say thank you big time to Nick. You guys saw he popped in a couple times today making sure we were all right. Like I said, he's a sponsor of myself in these videos, so go check him out. He's got his ice fishing rental service out here on Gull Lake called Ice Guys. I'll link it down below if you guys want to come out and have a chance to catch some Gull Lake Gold. Get the kids out and just have some fun catching perch while you're, you know, outside doing something other than sitting in the house this winter. Make sure to check him out. I also mentioned that he does have a tree service in the summertime. Nick's Works Tree Service, so make sure to go check him out. He's an awesome guy. He works harder than a lot of people I know, and you gotta respect him for that. So puts the work in. Go give him some love, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.